Hello everyone, this is Dori Adar from Fine Tuners AI. It's winter outside, I'm completely cold, but this is not going to stop me from doing this tutorial nonetheless, although I sound a little bit funny. Anyway, today I'm going to show you how to turn this sketch of a mushroom to a beautiful 3D rendered in Automatic 1111. Let's go! Okay, so this is Automatic 1111 and I want to turn this lovely line art into a 3D lush mushroom. So I'm going to use Dynavision Excel model, which is a very much 3D cartoonish model. I love this model. And I will immediately scroll down to ControlNet and drag my mushroom here. I'm going to enable ControlNet, use Kenny, make sure that I have the right model, not the SD 1.5 model, but the Excel model, because we are using an Excel primary model. And I'm going to use this little arrow to take the exact proportion and size of the image. So now I have this intact. All I need to do is to come up with a prompt, which I already did. So here it is. A cartoon image of a lush red mushroom, yellow dots, turquoise stem, grass leaves beneath it, white background 3D rendered, and the mandatory negative prompt, which is blurry, bad, ugly, JPEG artifacts, neon glow, and outline and contour because I don't want to see these in my 3D image. I will add a few more steps and let's go with a few examples, and here we go. And yes, it did actually a very nice work. However, my colors, my intended colors are not reflected very well in the image. I do have yellow dots in some of these mushrooms, but the stem is not really turquoise. So what can we do? We can use the image to image feature. Sending this to image, and I'm going to use a color map that I previously made on Photoshop. As you can see, it's very basic. It just has these colors that I want to see inside the red cape and the yellow dots and this turquoise stem. Now I'm going to use ControlNet as well here. I'm going to enable it and it's going to use this exact same photo. I don't have to upload anything else. I'm going to use the depth map now, again making sure that I'm using the XL version. And I'm going to use another ControlNet, Kenny, to help me keep the figures and details intact, but I'm going to use only, let's say, small control weight to this Kenny. I'm going to enable it, make sure that I'm using the Excel version, and we are good to go. Now the magic happens really in the denoising strength. The more I do the denoising, the less I get the original image, but more style gets in. And the less I do it, well, we will get more of the contour and the 2D nature of this image. So let's try with a denoising of 0.5. The colors maintained, but the picture looks very much 2D because we did not use enough denoising. Now I'm going to turn this dial all over to 0.85 and let's try again. Better, the render is definitely 3D, but the contour is still there, although you can see that the colors, most of them at least, remained. Now let's try the doomsday weapon and take this all over to 0.95 and let's see what we get. Okay, here we go. So you see that the contour lines are gone. We don't have any outlines whatsoever. We have the 3D texture and our colors, most of them at least, remain. Now this is not exactly the stem's color, is not exactly the color that we have in the reference, but it's definitely closer than what we can get with prompt alone. So using image to copy colors and ControlNets to maintain the figure, we can get very close to what we have in mind. It's a very simple and useful trick. So what did you think of this coloring method? Let me know in the comments and do subscribe to get the next video.